What is up guys, and welcome back to another video. As I told you in the last video, today we are reinstalling the crankshaft. Now you might have noticed the shade isn't right here. I told you guys if the shade wasn't here we're gonna do something else to the bike, but I cannot wait. We're gonna install the crankshaft, the bearings and whatever, get that all closed up because I cannot wait and I want to do something productive. I don't want to postpone the reinstallment of the crankshaft, just want to do it. I did this once before on my RCX in my apartment, so in a workshop it should be very easy. Hopefully I just didn't jinx it, but yeah. Now the first step I'm gonna have to do is take apart the bike again. I reinstalled the engine like a little bit, so yeah, I'm gonna have to take that all apart again to get those crankshaft housings laid down here on the table. Then I'm gonna heat them up, get the bearings out of the freezer, put them in there, put the gaskets in there, and then get the crankshaft and put it all back together. Hopefully, I hope so, it goes all good, but yeah, we will see. It is something that we have to do, so let's just get into it, start the time lapse, and yeah, hopefully everything goes smoothly. And here it is. It is finally in there and it turns so smoothly. No noise, no play, nothing whatever. The crankshaft is in here. Now, was this a hard job? Not really. As you saw in the time lapse, I heated up the both sides of the crankcase. Then I got one bearing out of the freezer, put it in there, and it slid in perfectly. Little love taps to get it in place. And then with the crankshaft, of course, I put sealant on the faces of the crankcase with the gasket, so we have a completely sealed engine at the end when we put everything back together, cylinder head and intake and whatever. Now at this stage, it's just a waiting game. We have to wait for the sealant to completely harden up, and then we can torque down both halves of the crankcase. If I would do this right now, what would happen? The sealant that I put in there would go everywhere if I tighten it too much. So I put it together, put a little bit of pressure on there, and now I have to wait till it completely dries so I can put more pressure on there, and then it won't spill out. Of course, we're gonna have to clean up the sides. I mean, the gasket is in separate parts. There's parts that connect the whole stuff together that we have to trim down. I'm talking about these pieces right here. See where the intake manifold is? There is a piece right here to connect this small piece, because if that wasn't there, installing the gasket would be a nightmare. There was one right here, but I already cut it. And as you can see, it turns smoothly. Everything is in nice, perfect order. But now I'm gonna have to wait for this red stuff to dry out, and then we can cut it off with a blade, and then we have a nice sealing engine. Now I'm pretty happy, but now comes even more stuff to put on there. I'm talking about the cylinder itself. I already test fitted the piston. It goes in, but it is a little tough to move around. So that means we're gonna have to do a break-in period, get a nice looped in there. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna reinstall the bottom cylinder, torque it down with some tubes. You're gonna see that. I'm not gonna put on the top half. And then I'm gonna rotate it smoothly, put enough oil in there, clean it out, put more oil in there, so we have a nice working piston. So we don't create scratches or problems, and then we can see what the piston is doing, what marks it leaving, and yeah. Also the crank sealants, the small little black pieces that goes over the crank to seal it up. I'm not gonna put them in there right now. I'm gonna wait until I got the piston all in there and I can move it around so I can feel what is piston, what is ring, and whatever. Also, I'm gonna face this part right here. I'm gonna get it to a mirror finish. Basically what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get some sandpaper and some water, move it back and forth with like 500, 1000 and 2000, so we get a mirror finish on that. So when we put the cylinder head on there, it is nice and clean, it's perfectly flat, so we don't have any leaks right there, because that is a crucial part on the engine. If we have leaks there, yeah, then we don't have compression, we don't have any good power, and the reliability of the engine is already gone. Then I'm gonna have to order some new parts, because of course we still need to mount the fork, so I'm gonna order those parts from jmpb.com. I'm pretty happy that the crankshaft is in there. Now comes more the fun stuff, putting stuff back together. I know you guys were waiting on this, so yeah, here it is. It is fun, but also on a different note, I got a new phone, so that means you're gonna see reels and more pictures and whatever. So when you want to follow what's on the channel, go to my Instagram or my Facebook or whatever social media I have. I might start posting on TikTok, not really sure about that. I'm not a real TikTok guy, but I have an account on TikTok. I'm not really sure if I'm gonna post on TikTok a lot, but if there is interest in TikTok, I'm just gonna have to go with the times and start posting on TikTok. But I just want to say I got a new phone, so yeah, expect more stuff coming out. It will be easier to post stuff. I already posted a Instagram reel and Instagram story about the crankshaft, how I put it in there. So that was posted on Sunday. So people already saw that I was putting in the crankshaft. So if you want to see what is happening before the video comes out, or if you want to see more like a behind the scenes, I know when the shade is coming over next week, I'm gonna post a reel on that and an Instagram story and Facebook and pictures and whatever. But yeah, new phone, more content that's coming your guys' way. Also, what I saw, JMPB Parts made me a little bit jealous. I saw a post of the event where all the bikes go on the circuit, on the GP circuit, where like the big guys roll on, and I was like, yeah, I wanted to be there. Me and the Shade really want to be there, but I mean, if we can't be there with a completed bike, we don't really want to be there. But I promise you guys, next year me and the Shade are gonna be there with this bike rolling right beside you guys, and we're gonna have a lot of fun. So see you next year on that. So that is gonna be it for this video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to leave a like and a comment down below. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and on Instagram, and maybe on TikTok, and I will see you in the next one.